Greetings. Or just hooking up to YouTube. Okay. And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep doing live debating, if it's even any reason for it. I'm thinking about it. I'm not feeling it. Let's put it that way. I'm still going to do the chat. I just want to do it live. So I'm still, because I don't do much of the chat room. I don't have enough energy to answer questions in the chat because I already have. I have plenty that's been sent to the site that I have not caught up with. That's not fair. And besides, I don't have energy to answer everybody's question everywhere on YouTube and things of that sort. So, because those that are submitting through the website, I'm still catching up due to the hurricane. And there's another hurricane out there. So, just to let you know, things are going to be. I'm going as quickly as I can. Should be able to somewhat catch up tomorrow and Wednesday. So just to give you guys an idea of what's going on behind the scenes. If you're wondering what this is all about, Arnold, greetings. Okay, this is iminteller.com. Private sessions, this is the media organization to find out what's going on with your angels and direction. That's always up to you. If you know, this is the whatever this is called, the calendar, and this is gift cards and easy purchase. Of course, I'm not talking about the webinar right now. Anyways, Google Hangouts, Skype, Zoom, and by phone. All is recorded. All is for you. And is also a submitted question. But what we are doing tonight is the webinar. And yes, there is some flaws with it. It does not send you. So if you get into the webinar or purchase and you can't get anywhere, just email me. I know it's just the whole thing's a headache. The system is not exactly great. Every time I try to fix it, I get nowhere. So maybe in the future. And there's anything else here? That's about it. Oh yeah, Spirit Social. And I'm just gonna. But anyway, you see these, and you see this. So this is other places you can connect. Also, if the other shopping cart, if this shopping cart is not working. So I'm gonna get to it as quickly as I can, but because of the storm, I know excuses, but because of the storm, I was gonna get something to drink, but it should be all right. You know, just life happens, and there's another one on the way, so it's just pain. So, all right, here we go. Okay, maybe not. So, here we go, kids. All right, sending light, love, positive messages connects to angels, aliens, everybody needs to be heard. For everyone, not everyone to word that. Okay, Zuki. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Question 1. How can I heal the rash that's reoccurring appeared on my neck? Well, pharmacist, first off, yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, I would say pharmacist. That's it does seem like you have a blockage there. But to remove it, what is it? What's the name of that? It's for sunburns. I can't think of the name of it. Lotion for sunburns. I just cannot think of it. I have to go look it up. But anyway, I can't remember. But anyway, for sunburns, you can always use that. I just can't think of the name of it right now. But or just go to a pharmacist and ask them. You'd be surprised with the pharmacist. I know it's the best I can say. Or go to a metaphysical store, and they might be able to help. But yeah, it's a tough one. Medical stuff here is kind of wishy-washy. It's not always going to get everything. So Question 2, are there any messages regarding my current situation? Just hang in there. I think you'll get stronger. This is helping you get stronger. There also seems to be a male energy be entering your life. Not sure when. There's no time, but apparently it'll be a positive influence. So it'll come when he's ready. Now that can change. Seems to be kind of stubborn, but also it does seem like there'd be a male coming in to put you in on another direction. I believe it'd be more positive for the most part. Yeah, so just give you another outlook on life. Let's put it that way. So I wouldn't worry about it. Your angels say not to just. You're getting stronger with your angels than your aliens. Let's put it that way. Carol, are there any messages for me from Gaia? Apparently, you and Gaia have been connecting to a lot recently around the oceans. The oceans is where she needs help. And yes, the desert areas where there are terrorist energies that you've been sending energy to awaken humanity to what's going on. You'd be surprised where your energies are for just awareness. It is pretty strong from what I'm saying. It just basically just help people find the right direction in these strange times. And also feel Mother Mary around you at this time also. Gaia says you are in the Garden of Eden right now. I believe you feel that. Your family is there also, but also your future families are there too. You're meeting your future incarnations there also. Question 2, any messages for my sister Pamela? From Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael just says play it straight. Watch over the kids, of course. Not sure if she has kids. One might have issues with math, feels like a male energy, and just to pay more attention to him. I'm not sure if she has any kids, but that's the message I got. And that kid is also, I see a lot of zebra energy around him. So hopefully we are talking about the right person. Yeah, it used to be a zebra. No, I don't have time. Nothing wrong with that. Maddie. Today is Sunday, around 4 a.m. My spirit guide came into my dream and flew me off to some place with high and low vibrational beings. There were lots of female beings with different colors, and I think I met a Celtian being who was the spirit guide. Anyway, yeah, it took me into this place. Where did he take me? And are there any messages from that dream? Okay, one moment. I'm just reading over the question again. Well, it feels like we went to a past life to heal it. I'm seeing Yeshua there also. As a lifetime, you have low vibration. I do see of low energies. That might not have been fully clear to you, but so you can go forward. I believe it was a lifetime that was a blockage. So in this dream, you're just you're clearing out. You're connecting more to the angelic world. You're ready to let go of certain lifetimes that are no longer needed. So it's going to take some time. There's a lot of tension around you, as you probably already feel, but little by little you are releasing. So I just feel the releasing process. Many here in third dimension are not ready to let things go. So they kind of live in the same thing over and over again, at least from other lifetimes. So not ready to change. Question 2, after someone disguised as a basketball player that I like took me somewhere He spoke about the past and the future. Who was this and where did he take me? What was he talking about? I believe it was the spirit guide. I get the name Alex. I believe it was a spirit guide. Alex just kind of giving you an idea of different perspectives. And what was he talking to me about? Your new journey. You are opening up passageways. Yeah, mostly about the future. You're just gearing up for a transition, it seems. Of course, I can't go into full detail. I am seeing a highway. That can mean many things. Meaning you're not going to be the only one there. So he's also showing T. Basically means relaxation. So relax. Just go with the flow. You are doing what you're here to do. He also shows like weaving, like you're making a quilt. Things take time to build, basically. Great. Denise 1111. Any messages from my ancestors? Yes, you're helping. You're continuing the family lineage. You're open-minded, but also you're healing them. You're healing them, but also they are helping you on your path. And it's like you're going through a jungle, but you have many with you to assist. Yes, it goes. It's tough, but you're doing a lot what they can never. Each generation builds on each other. And what you're doing is building on a new, whole different outlook, as each generation did, but this one's a lot different, as you can see. So it's like building a monument, basically. A little piece at a time, basically. Any messages from Archangel Michael? Yes. Not worry about a past love. Apparently, he's kind of ignorant to his ways, like not really paying attention to what he is doing, cause a lot of difficulties for everyone, not just you. And apparently, he's coming to mind on and off, and not to worry about it. But you are help him grow up, basically. Even if you don't feel that, but I think you do to a certain degree. So just have fun. You might get messages more, possibly. Question from Chris Lee Snow. Why did Doreen Virtue convert to Christianity? Oh, that's a good one. What? One moment. The devil got to her? It does seem like... No, that's a joke, but... I don't know. One moment. It's kind of... There's a lot going on. This is like this can be a mini series. Apparently, there's a lot there. With her astral travel, I take this with a grain of salt, but it does feel like she got persuaded to change in astral, and astral can be very persuasive, and she has a lot of success, and she wants to continue. I don't know. She wants to continue that success, and she's getting older, so she's feeling like she's not exactly going to go to the right place after she crosses over. I know it sounds very strange for her to do that. So it feels like she's been persuaded to go in this direction. Not by Yeshua, though. This is somebody else. Not going into possibly reptilian. Not necessarily her direction is negative. It's just it was open and now everything's closed, as you can see. and it's not taking her to a positive path either. It's like she something spooked her from what it feels like. Now, I can go on and on with this. I might go into this tomorrow. I might, because this is something I did not realize. This thing is a wide. It's because a lot of people got affected because their businesses, because they're certified through her, through Hay House. It could. I feel it more through astral. And she felt like, as I said, that she wasn't exactly going to the right path, but that was done by persuasion called manipulation. And say, like, we're going to take away your fortune. Not to say she really cares, but I don't think that's really her, also. Now, there's a lot of stuff here. There's also, it feels like there's another version of her that's coming in. So, in this other version, this happens often, where the soul, you have different aspects. So you leave and somebody else takes over. It does seem like some of that's there, but not fully. It's like there's another aspect of her that's influencing this. It's a lot of stuff. Now go by what you feel on that, but it's heavy. And I mean, not like what she's going through is bad, but it's kind of like she's shutting herself down to a certain degree. Now she might come out of it, which I think is possible, but it's hard to say right now. Question two: do the starfish have any messages? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, they say, "Where have you been lately? What have you been doing with yourself?" They know they're just kidding around with you. They do say you go surfing with them, meaning like a little person. They show you as a little person, like skiing with two starfish at your feet. You can be one, but I see it's you. And you're skiing. I'm not sure who's pulling it, but like a bird. Like that. So that's about it. That's some. They love you a great deal, and you have been connecting to them through Agartha's energies. And they say you've been connecting to a lot of canines recently. They've been going through a lot of stuff because the humans here have been affected by just life, and you've been giving them support. Stephen Davies, I just went through an intense healing session. How has this affected me? It does seem like it opened up your crown chakra, but give it some time. Your whole body is still going through a shock, you can say, in a good way. I think you're just going to feel more lighter. You just feel more better. I'm not sure if you receive more messages. It feels like you'd be connected more with the moon. Also have more confidence in what you're doing. I do see your hands lighting up. Your chakra is lighting your hands up. Just for your being tuned. Also, question 2: is my body is my body healthy? Do I have any illness I need to worry about? Not this time. I'm not seeing anything. I mean, you can always go for a checkup if you feel to do so, but I feel you're doing fine. They say there's nothing wrong with a checkup. They say there's things here they can't always say, but there's nothing wrong with a checkup, but go to what you feel. I feel you're doing fine, but there's nothing wrong with having the doctor just seeing how you're doing. That's always up to you. Question from Marianne. Any messages for me? Yes, Archangel Michael says he's been assisting you greatly in your transformation. He does also show Polar bears around you. You're used to lifetimes actually in the cold. Antarctica, you've been to many times. In other incarnations. Of course, you weren't sure where you were at the time, but you have been there physically in other incarnations. Through Iceland, just through lifetimes, they can't go into detail at this moment, but these are actually physical incarnations. You've been to Antarctica, not just as an alien being. It does seem like Antarctica is your home. But that's all I have to say about that. We will figure it out. It is kind of like a cryptic message there. Yeah. Can't go into detail. What they're showing me is Antarctica in bloom, meaning no ice. So, what do you do with that? No ice, just land. That's what they're showing. Question 2, any messages from Mother Mary? And can I get an angelic infusion? Of course, and get that. Mother Mary, she says, you are learning from other people's faults, but also positives of their decisions. You have not quite fully let yourself go as for opening up to your full intuition energy, but you are getting there. Some of your fear is going to your intuition, which is okay, but you're going to a higher energy, a higher self energy. Just baby steps to get there. Right now, you are where you need to be at the moment, but you are going to be seeing yourself as a different energy. Interesting. They show like Zorro. That's cryptic also. Basically, they kind of give you, I guess, Spanish roots, but not in America, though. So, that's cryptic. So, leave it with that. Masculine energy is not always seen. Is not always seen, understood. It's sometimes it's brutal, but sometimes it's romantic. Sometimes it's not always interpreted in the right way. So, because a lot of females have masculine energy. So, question, let's see, for Stacy, do my guides have any messages for me? Let's see. Message from the moon. You do get energies from the moon. You're also going through a transformation process into more fairy energies. You're finding your path still. So you are going to the moon and astral a lot recently. For training, basically. And you go to Agartha, but mostly the moon at this time. And the moon is not what you perceive it at, and astral looks very different. Some would say it looks blue. And it almost looks like a planet. So it depends on what your perception is. Question 2, is there any messages from Louise Hay? Yes, you know each other in other lifetimes. She is like a mother to you in other incarnations. I don't believe you had exactly a strong bond. What do you say? It's like a passing through energy. Wasn't always entirely a strong connection. If it's like you met each other, strong presence, and you kind of let each other go. And that's been going on for some time through lifetime. Other worlds, other places. She's in spirit right now. She's doing well. She has a lot of regrets. The Hay House did not go. I think it's Hay House. It didn't go in the direction that she was expecting. She wants more out of it, and it wasn't possible. More positivity. It's more business than positive, Okay. Question from Miles. Could you explain how Archangel Azrael and I know each other in past lives? The battlefield. Believe he. I know it sounds strange. I feel it's like he appeared to you in another incarnation. You just knew that was him. And I believe it was like during the Middle Ages time period, from what I'm feeling. Also, he says you had a lifetime as a carpenter, and you connected to a lot of his designs, you can say, for comfort. Yeah, a lot of people are gonna see that crazy. Also, he's showing like astral signs, like what you see in the zodiac. He shows furniture like that. Imagine you can connect to that. I'm not sure if any of that exists right now, but at one time it did. I imagine it does now. But he's showing like a long time ago. It's like zodiac furniture. But I don't know, he says you're a part of it. I know that sounds interesting. I'm not sure if you're gonna find that in any history books, but I am seeing it though. Yeah, he said you were very connected to the zodiac. At least the symbols of the zodiac. It's been around forever, and not necessarily for everyone to realize. Those of the spiritual environment are well aware and go to those symbols for healing. A third dimension human is very logical in the third dimensional way. Just say it's a bunch of rubbish. That's okay. Because there's a lot of hidden meanings in astral and astrology. That if you a spiritual energy can connect to it. And if you can even connect to the symbol, like whatever your zodiac is, and just connect to that Virgo energy or Sagittarius and receive your own what do they call it, your own reading, basically. People are always looking for their reading for that month or that week. So question 2, any messages for my spirit guides? Just get out more, that's all. Get out to nature, get out to just get out more. They say bookstores are good, but just get out more. I understand. Donna Riggs, things have been taking turns for the less better this week. What's going on? Will the tide change? Will the tide change? I don't know. Everybody's going through their stuff. Yeah, that might take 6 weeks, but might be sooner than that. Many lessons are going on. You just got to just roll with it. 6 weeks, but possibly a month to cool things down. I'm join the club. Question 2, any messages for my higher self? He said you changed things recently, and this is to test yourself more. He said that you weren't being tested enough recently. You want to shake things up because you want to open up your point of view. You're keeping yourself busy by this shift that's going on, and your higher self says this is much needed at the moment. It's tough, but that's what you asked for, so you will get through it. You'll be fine. It's just you'll have a more point. Your point of view will widen, and you'll just feel more confident. Let's see. And most likely connect more to the angels also after this. Give yourself some time. Jim F. Past few weeks I've been having difficulties focusing and visualizing through meditation. It is like a dark cloud is in my brain, blocking me. Why and what is happening with me causing this? A lot of people are going through this right now. A lot has to do, I believe, with earth changes. You're not always necessarily here to see everything. It's like your guides are like, I wouldn't say it's negative, but it's like they're putting a cloth over. It's like they don't want you to see what's going on behind the curtain, So I would just do what you normally do, your normal task. it will clear up. I'm not going to say there's reptilians kind of trying to possess you or archons. I don't see that. It's just the world is changing and shifting. You're connecting to Earth's consciousness, which is humanity. Humanity's making big decisions right now on where it wants to go. And these decisions are going to affect a lot of people. You see with the weather, how it is. Yeah, we have not seen hurricanes like this for a very long time. There's much more like this going on around the world. And it's just, we're going through a major shift, mostly in a positive way. Question 2, any messages for me? Just stay positive. You say you're going through Venus, Mars, and Jupiter right now. You are. I know some people are calling about the moon is doing this and that and that. Either way, you're going through the planets right now. And you're not always wanting yourself to know everything what's going on. The darkness has many meanings, but a lot of it is you see darkness and you'll bring light to it. When you bring light to it, you'll see a whole nother, you can say a version of you see a whole nother meditation energy. You might start seeing it soon, actually. You might see the sun coming through that darkness, bringing you into a new light. And you might see aliens there, ones you haven't connected to before. Awesome. Jess, an Agarthian being from race called, I cannot pronounce that, Taipru, whatever that is, came through me. Taipru, I cannot pronounce that. It's Tyropu. Came through to me last week. What messages do they have for me? What can you tell me about the race? They're humanoid. They do look insectoid, but they're mostly humanoid. They do something like they come from Orion, but they also have energies from Neptune. Is from what I'm feeling. Yeah, they're around Neptune mostly. Well, that's at least, yeah. I feel like they're around there mostly, but they can't get too close to Earth right now. Just basically just observing you right now. They say they're Agarthian beings from a race called. Some of them are Agartha, but they do seem like they're in Neptune mostly. Like the Agartha and Neptune. So, Neptune is alive and well. Just we can't pick up on it. Question 2, what can the blue feline Miranda tell me about my ascension and what other messages does she have? Yeah, she says a lot of male energies are just going to have up and down with that, as you already experienced probably. And things will get better, but these are situations that you need to go through right now, and it will clear up. But it's like driving through rain. You have a windshield wiper. Just keep on going. It'll be fine. You just you need to experience these situations, so you'll be all right. And just say a prayer when you're in times of need, or of course always say a prayer. But WM, any messages from Archangel Raphael? Yes, he says you are a warrior. You're not always aware of it, but you have a warrior energy about you. Yeah, you kind of grew out of it. But you do have a strong soul. So you brought more feminine energies. You have a lot of male lifetimes in the past. It wasn't always going to, well, didn't always bring this up, but you brought a lot of feminine energies to yourself now. You're bringing a balance. And that's all he's saying at the moment. I think he has more, but he's going to leave it be. Question 2, requesting healing from Raphael for my husband's left knee. Yes, also Archangel Michael will be there, and Metatron's energy, and Yeshua. Yeshua just says, just be patient. There's obviously don't walk on it so much, but he's kind of walking on it like he's a kid. He's still young, and so it's causing it to get worse, it seems. So, yeah, he's saying at your age. Always, because the body can't keep up with the soul. Soul wants to go out and do all kinds of stuff, but the body can't keep up anymore. It used to, but not anymore. Amy, can you tell me more about the laser pattern bruise I got on my stomach from low vibrational Arcturian beings last week? Like how they can leave a mark on my body, the astral traveling, and where were they and when I found them, or anything else? Yeah, they just didn't like what you're doing. Apparently, you're in their business, and they just wanted to mark you to tell you don't come back here. But also, if you do, they'll know that you're coming. Just it's easier for them to pick up on you. Of course, they already can, but you do clone your energies, you cloak your energies, so they can't pick up on it. And I believe you just went into their space, and it's like on the other side of the sun. You know, Arcturus. There's a planet. Weird name. I know it's called Mayberry, but it's not what we would. They're just calling it that. It's just kind of like a primitive Arcturian race, and I believe you're just there to bring them positive vibrations, and it just weren't going to have it, so they kind of lashed out at you from what it feels like. Question 2: did any Arcturians have any messages for me? Yeah, you just it'll get better, but there's also an AI energy around these Arcturians, meaning like us, they're being controlled by AI, so they don't always know what they're doing. But they are fifth, sixth dimensional beings, but they can still be very difficult to be around. And this is also for you to learn more of the higher energies that's happening. A lot of this is over our heads. You know, we're in the third dimension, that's all we see. There's a fourth, fifth dimension, but it's all just like a big cartoon, basically. And so it's a little bit hard for us to perceive it, but it says these Arcturians are also known to possess people, not to say they're going to do that to you, but they just did that for a warning. But either way, you had good intentions, and so you have a lot of protection right now. Question from Tate: is there a message from Archangel Michael? Yes, there's other versions of yourself right now that you're connected to, and astral more than everything. You might see other versions, possibly. And they might not be human. They might be reptilian and gray. But these images might just appear to you. You'd be surprised. There are other versions of you. Most likely you will get an image, even maybe as I'm speaking. They're here to actually to assist you, and it's opening you up more to the other layers of life, you know, our world. I believe you've been asking for another perspective, and now you're getting it. Ever so slightly, of course. It's all what you want to experience. Most likely, I believe you will start seeing this. The reptilian's positive. They're both positive. It's just strange looking, but at least that's what I'm seeing right now. It also says you've been doing a lot in spirit with a grandmother of yours. That's all I say. Maybe I think it's a grandmother. Question 2: is there a message for my spirit guides? Yes, drink more water. Drink more water, and it says, of course, you don't have to run out and do this, but it says well, they're giving me a vision of a flower garden, but they're not going into detail what that means. Either go find one, or walk through one, or just on your meditations, visualize one. It's a cryptid message, basically. It's abundance. Also, it's abundance image. Symmetry. Any messages for me? Well, first thing I got was Trump. Second thing I got was another version of Trump that's a lot more core easier to get along with, you know, our president. One that's kind of dirty and minded. Of course, this one is too, but this one's a lot more dirty minded. You've been hanging out with them as a gray. And you've just been kind of shooting the shit, basically. Playing cards. Just hanging out with them. You're having a lot more fun than you are in this dimension. And the grays are just, they're opening, the messages are going to be more opening you up to the things that are around. You don't go into politics bullshit, but the reason you like the Trump, because he's very outgoing. Yeah, he's a dirty type minded person, but he does a lot of good, and that's why you like him. So, and he kind of have that snarky personality. Either way, you don't have to not exactly love each other or anything, but either way, just you're doing this to help him along. He has many aspects helping him at this time, being manipulated greatly. And this is your way of throwing ice on the situation, basically. Um, I know it sounds funny, but question 2: any messages to my soul contract? Things will change. From some reason, I'm seeing fast food. I don't know what that is. Uh, yeah, it's ugly right now, but uh, they say around December you'll start liking your situation a little bit more. I do see a lot of Zeta energies around you stronger than before. These do seem they're helping out as much as they can. Uh, they say they've been throwing like ideas to you, and images, things of that sort. They're not going to go into detail right now. Eric N, any messages for me from Prime Creator? Yes, we're connecting a lot to Prime Creator energy, as you can see. Also, has been seeing like you're connected to his energy to send it out to others. Houston, just places of crisis. And you're combining your vibration with him at this time. And you're also clearing out karma because of this. Not why you're doing it, but it helps. But also, it's help you more find direction in your life. It does seem like it's helping out quite a bit. He's showing like tarot cards. I'm not sure if you're into those things, but he says you will find the answers in tarot. Now you can always get a reading from somebody that does tarot. It's up to you. There's always, you can find someone on Facebook most likely, or wherever you want to look up. But it says tarot will give you an answer if you're looking for one, but not here. Tarot is a whole another. You're just showing tarot. It's good to somebody do a tarot reading for you. So just putting that out there. Question 2: what is my connection with Archangel Michael? Just best friends and other incarnations. Also, to the time of Yeshua, it says your energy was there quite a bit, as everybody was in their own way. It does. Archangel Michael says you've been giving him prayers in other incarnations. And you'd be surprised how much you're taking on in this incarnation. You're taking on a heavy load, actually. And he shows something about cars. But he's not going into detail of that. He's also showing people being sacrificed, like sacrificing their kid, whatever it might be. That's where your energy was with Michael a lot. It's like you're trying to end those type of situations. You're calling on his energies, and that's where you're connected to. Well, you're a human. And that's really where you're in some situations in past lives that are not. They're not comfortable. I believe you can pick up on that. So that's when he became more of a believer. Let's put it that way. 1 to 11. Any messages from my husband Mike from his family? Our guides. Okay. All right. 1 moment. Yeah, take it easy. Don't stress yourself out in the small stuff. Yeah, they're showing like technology, or they say to stay away from it for a while. If it's bringing frustration to you, and to just you are being forgiven, and Your connection to Yeshua is very strong, and your family, you will be reconnecting to them in a future life. Not say you're going anywhere, but you have contracts with this family, those that you want to have a contract with. So he said it's going to continue on many, many, many cycles. It goes for you too, Wanda. So that's very sure. Not to say you're going anywhere. I just want to say that. But just so you know, I imagine it feels pretty good. Yeah, not to say anybody else is going anywhere anytime soon, but just to say, nobody would understand. But I look at death in a lot differently than other people. It's like, yes, they live this incarnation. Yes, you miss them, but you'd be surprised how strong they are in spirit. And a lot of people aren't connecting to that, which is okay. They're not ready for it. But usually the soul, 99%, is a lot happier somewhere else. But they still have aggravation because they still wish they'd be here to stay with the family, of course, to help out, because they don't, they see what this world is doing, but of course they see the benefits of it. It's hard to see the benefits here sometimes because when you're being tested all the time. Benefits are very hard to see. All right, question 2, any messages from my family? Our guys, anything is always appreciated. Okay, any messages from my family? Basically, the message is stay together. Which is they're showing a swimming pool. Just laughter is the best medicine for every problem. Some family members laughter is always good in any situation. Bring in laughter. If there are some that don't want to laugh, that tells you that they're either being tested a lot or they're just having a bad attitude. For the most part, is just to send healing to those that are very negative. And you most likely receive a message for what they're going through. And a lot of times you will receive a message just to just let them do their thing. Just don't interfere. Let them. They're going to be angry, negative, some just let them do their thing because you don't want to get sucked into it, basically. But that's a message at this time. Vasco, any messages from anyone? They said not worry about your relationship. It will heal. It's going ups and downs. It's also showing the commitment of the relationship is very positive, and the two of you will be stronger than ever, as they say. Of course, that can always change, but for the most part, at this moment, everything's going fine. It should be fine. Girlfriend's going through. Well, both of you are going through a switch, a change. It's just it's like feels like sometimes you have like a rope around your throat, some guard. Because this reality is trying to hold you in and you're breaking out of it. So there's going to be some ups and downs, but I believe you'll be able to heal the whole situation. Question 2, what am I up to in astral? Well, I saw pancakes for a second, flying pancakes. Saw a clown. I saw a clown on top of a pancake. Okay, there's just your comedy place you go to, apparently. See that pancake, like the clown's going around and around. Has nothing to do with that movie. It's just basically just bring more laughter into your life. Basically, find some comedy, find something to, bring some joy. You are going to a place in astral. It's just like a comedy land, basically. Also, to show you dressing up like a clown, being funny too. Just to break out of this third dimensional environment. Even as a Palladium, but you've been a clown also. I'm not sure if you can connect with any of that. That's pretty funny though. You'd be surprised. Not the dark one. Don't. That's. A lot of that has to do with the dark clown. Is take something innocent to make it negative. That's also a test. It's being there's a light and dark to everything. Is accept everything. The more you. Obviously, if you don't want to experience that, it's understandable. But Some wants to experience a dark clown. It's just there's nothing wrong with that. It's like experiencing like the 1950s. Mom and dad are perfect. They have a kid, like the Leave It to Beavers, and then you get married with children where everybody sucks. So it's just experiencing another version of that. Of course, the Leave It to Beaver stuff's kind of BS anyway. So like you see the dark clown, there's actually another exterior that's not seen. I think also Lucifer's involved with that. But yeah, anyway. Let's see. Daniel, question 1. Are there any messages for my main guides? Archangel Michael at this time is pulling away a lot of these world energies. He's showing Michael Jackson around you. Apparently you've been connecting to him a lot. Apparently you've known him. Apparently you were like an important figure in the world. You affected him a lot, and you put a big impression. Your position as a leader, I don't think you really knew him that. I don't think you knew him that well, or knew him at all. But what you were doing in that world, this Palladian world, it affected him a lot in a good way. So basically about corruption, manipulation, and stuff like that. So that's interesting. It's like all of a sudden I'm seeing Michael Jackson. It's like, and that a lot of that went through what he went through with Sony and all that. Just sort of kind of like, when the soul goes through this stuff, it gets a reminder. It's like, hey man, I know these guys from somewhere else. Like, I'm gonna kick their ass. I'm gonna show them stronger than stuff. Instead of just going and obeying, he didn't do any of that because he learned a lot of that from you, and others, of course. But you had an influence on it too. Welcome to the land of weird. That's fascinating. Question 2. I feel strong Aztec connections on my timeline whenever I try to visualize it. Bending my future a bit. Can you tell me more about that and how to best deal with it? Yeah, there's a lot of ugly stuff you're probably seeing. These beings that are around you that are causing difficulties, they have some Aztec. They're kind of, you were like a warrior during that time, and there's a lot of blood there. So some of them are trying to like help you reenact some of that. Not to say about stabbing people, but they are keeping quiet the spiritual side of the Aztec lifetimes, because you're very actually positive. Wasn't all weird, but a lot of it was actually quite positive. You'd be surprised. Maybe some of that's not in the history books, but some of these want to deter you from your direction because they see what influence you are, and how to deal with it. Can you tell me how to do more and how to deal with it the best? Basically, these beings around you that are causing difficulties, there is the Aztec connection there, and to heal it, like you see reptilians, see grays, heal that Aztec connection. It should help you visualize more of the future, because they're using the Aztec to block you, and they don't want you to see it. So you got to heal them before you can see yourself. I believe that should work. Yeshua can help also. They're trying to sacrifice you. But that feels pretty true. They're trying to put you at the top of the temple and have you sacrifice yourself. Imagine you can feel a lot of that. And it's just, well, they say you're a powerful magician, a powerful being, as you're already probably aware in certain areas that fool. And so they're using your dark side to like tie it around you so you don't see yourself, you don't see your potential. And to clear it is just to cut the cords that are tied around you. You might see like ropes around you, like energy ropes, and you just cut all that stuff up. You should feel a little bit better, possibly. So give that a shot. All right, that's the end of the questions. About an hour. So, all right, blessings, everyone, and I'll be back tomorrow. Take care, and happy connections.